The baby's piercing screams shattered the quiet afternoon like glass breaking underfoot. Amelia froze in the kitchen doorway, her heart slamming against her ribs as she saw little Mia writhing in her high chair, face red and twisted in agony, right beside Grandma Evelyn, who sat there, unmoved, stirring her tea with a serene smile. In that split second, Amelia's world tilted. Something was terribly wrong, and the instinct to protect her daughter surged like a tidal wave, forcing her hand toward the phone. Amelia Thompson had always dreamed of a life that felt like home, warm, unwavering, and full of the kind of love that didn't ask for permission. Growing up in the sprawling suburbs of Chicago, she'd navigated the Windy City's harsh winters and even harsher judgments with a quiet defiance. Now at 32, she lived in a modest two-story house in Oak Park, Illinois with Jordan Reyes, the woman who had turned her fragmented heart into something whole. Jordan, with her sharp wit, caramel skin, and eyes that sparkled like the city lights at dusk, was a graphic designer who worked from home, turning chaos into art. They'd met 5 years ago at a local art gallery opening, where Jordan's bold strokes on canvas mirrored the way she approached life and love. Their daughter, Mia, was the miracle that sealed their bond. Adopted at 6 months old from a foster care system that had nearly broken Amelia's spirit during the lengthy process, Mia was now a bubbly toddler with curls that bounced like springs and a laugh that could melt the iciest day. But adopting as a same-sex couple in the heartland of America hadn't been easy. Whispers from neighbors, sidelong glances at playgrounds, and the occasional outright hostility reminded them that their family was still a battleground for some. Evelyn Thompson, Amelia's mother, had been the biggest hurdle. A devout Catholic widow from the old school, Evelyn lived in a small apartment downtown, surrounded by crucifixes and faded photos of Amelia's father, who had passed from cancer a decade ago. She'd raised Amelia with love, but it was a conditional kind, tied to expectations of marriage to a nice man, grandchildren through traditional means, and Sunday masses without question. When Amelia came out at 25, Evelyn had wept, prayed, and eventually distanced herself, calling it a phase fueled by the liberal media. Jordan's presence only amplified the rift. Evelyn saw her as the temptress who had stolen her daughter. Yet hope flickered. Recently, Evelyn had softened, or so it seemed. She'd called Amelia out of the blue, her voice trembling with age and perhaps regret. "I want to see my granddaughter," she'd said. "Life's too short for grudges." Amelia, ever the optimist, had invited her over for a weekend visit. Jordan was wary. "People don't change overnight, babe." But Amelia yearned for reconciliation. "She's family," Amelia had insisted, kissing Jordan's forehead. "We have to try." The visit started smoothly. Evelyn arrived Friday evening with a suitcase of knitted blankets and homemade apple pie, her silver hair neatly pinned, her floral dress screaming Midwestern charm. Mia took to her immediately, giggling as Evelyn bounced her on her knee. Jordan watched from the sidelines, polite but guarded, her hand often finding Amelia's for reassurance. That night, as they tucked Mia into her crib, Jordan whispered, "She seems genuine. Maybe this is good." Saturday dawned bright, the kind of crisp autumn day where leaves crunched underfoot, and the air smelled of possibility. Amelia and Jordan took Evelyn to the local farmer's market, where vendors hawked pumpkins and cider. Evelyn cooed over Mia, buying her a stuffed pumpkin toy. For a moment it felt like the family Amelia had always wanted, multi-generational, messy but mending. But cracks appeared by lunchtime. As they sat around the kitchen table, Evelyn's eyes lingered on the framed photo of Amelia and Jordan's commitment ceremony. Two women in white dresses, beaming under a canopy of fairy lights. "You two look happy," Evelyn said, but her tone carried an undercurrent of sorrow. "I just wish. Well, you know." Amelia tensed, but Jordan squeezed her thigh under the table. "We're more than happy, Mrs. Thompson. We're blessed." The afternoon dragged on with board games and stories from Evelyn's youth. Mia napped peacefully, and Amelia dared to believe in healing. But as evening approached, Mia grew fussy, uncharacteristically so. "She's teething," Amelia said, rocking her. Evelyn offered to help, taking Mia into the living room while Amelia prepared dinner. Jordan joined Amelia in the kitchen, chopping vegetables with rhythmic precision. "Your mom's being nice," Jordan admitted. "It's weirding me out." Then came the cries. Not the usual whimpers but guttural, pain-laced wails that echoed through the house. Amelia dropped the knife, rushing in. Mia was in her high chair, arching her back, tears streaming. Evelyn sat beside her, calmly sipping tea. "She's fine, dear. Just colicky." But Amelia's maternal instinct screamed otherwise. She scooped Mia up, feeling her tiny body burn with fever. "What happened?" "She was okay minutes ago." Evelyn shrugged. "Babies cry. You were the same at her age." Jordan burst in, her face etched with worry. "What's wrong?" Amelia handed Mia over, dialing the pediatrician on speaker. As the phone rang, Amelia noticed something. A small vial on the table beside Evelyn's teacup, half empty, labeled with faded print. Her blood ran cold. "Mom, what's that?" Evelyn's eyes widened, then narrowed. "Just my vitamins, Emiliandra. Don't be dramatic." But the label read herbal sleep aid. Strong stuff, not for infants. Panic surged. Had Evelyn dosed Mia? "Why?" The doctor's voice cut through. "Bring her in if the fever's high." But Mia's cries intensified, her little hands clutching at her stomach. Amelia's world narrowed to one thought: protect. She grabbed the phone again. "I'm calling 911. The paramedics arrived in a blur of sirens and flashing lights, turning the quiet suburban street into a spectacle. Neighbors peeked from curtains as two EMTs, a burly man and a no-nonsense woman, rushed inside. Amelia cradled Mia, who had quieted to whimpers but still clutched her tummy. Jordan stood sentinel, her arm around Amelia's shoulders, while Evelyn sat rigidly on the couch, lips pursed in defiance. "Ma'am, what happened?" the female EMT asked, checking Mia's vitals. Amelia explained the sudden cries, the fever, the suspicious vial. Evelyn interjected. "It's nothing. I gave her a tiny bit to calm her down. Old family remedy." The EMT's eyes sharpened. "What was in it?" Evelyn hesitated, then muttered. "Valerian root and chamomile. Harmless." But tests at the ER revealed otherwise. Mia had ingested a mild sedative, enough to cause distress in her tiny system but not life-threatening. The doctor, a kind-faced woman in scrubs, pulled Amelia aside. "She's stable, but we need to report this. Child endangerment protocols." Amelia's knees buckled. Jordan caught her, whispering, "We're okay. Mia's okay." But the betrayal burned like acid. How could her own mother do this? Flashbacks flooded Amelia as she waited in the sterile hospital hallway. She remembered coming out to Evelyn over dinner, the way her mother's fork clattered to the plate. "This isn't you, Amelia. It's a choice. Think of your future children." Amelia had stormed out, heart shattered. Years later, meeting Jordan at that gallery, Jordan's laugh cutting through the crowd, their first kiss under a street lamp, had been salvation. They'd built a life. Late-night talks about dreams, adopting Mia after endless paperwork, vowing to give her the acceptance they craved. Now, police questioned Evelyn in a separate room. She emerged pale, escorted by an officer. "I did it for you, Emiliandra," she confessed in a whisper. "That child. She's not right. Raised by two women? It's unnatural. I thought if she got sick, you'd see the error of your ways." Amelia recoiled. "You poisoned my daughter to save me?" Tears streamed. Jordan stepped forward, voice steady. "Mrs. Thompson, that's not love. That's hate wrapped in religion." The night stretched into dawn. Mia was discharged with fluids and monitoring. Charges loomed, endangering a minor. Evelyn was released on bail, but Amelia filed for a restraining order. Back home, the house felt haunted. Jordan brewed coffee, pulling Amelia into a hug. "We don't need her approval. We have each other." But the wound festered. Amelia tossed in bed, replaying memories. Evelyn baking cookies for school events, cheering at soccer games. Was it all a facade? Jordan listened patiently, stroking Amelia's hair. Grief changes people, but this? It's on her. Days blurred into therapy sessions and legal consultations. Their community rallied. Friends from the local LGBTQ center brought meals, shared stories of similar family rejections. One evening over wine, Jordan shared her own past. Disowned by her conservative Latino family in Texas. "I built my own family with you," she said, eyes misty. "Mia's our legacy." Yet doubt crept in. Amelia questioned if she was fit to parent, if her choices endangered Mia. Jordan countered fiercely. Our love makes us stronger parents. Don't let her poison that too. A week later, Evelyn called from a blocked number. I'm sorry, she sobbed. I was wrong. Please let me explain. Amelia hung up, but the seed of curiosity and lingering love took root. They met at a neutral coffee shop, Jordan by Amelia's side. Evelyn looked frail, clutching a rosary. Your father. He accepted everyone. I failed you both. Tears fell. Seeing you happy with Jordan, it scared me. Change scares me. Amelia's anger softened to sorrow. You almost killed my child, Mom. How do I forgive that? Evelyn nodded. You don't have to. But know I love you. All of you. The conversation ended without resolution, but it cracked open a door. Back home, Amelia and Jordan cuddled on the porch, watching Mia play in the yard. Family isn't blood, Jordan murmured. It's who shows up. Amelia kissed her. You're my forever show-up. As autumn leaves fell, healing began. Not overnight, but in small acts. Mia's laughter, Jordan's touch, the quiet strength of chosen love. But shadows lingered. Whispers from Evelyn's church friends reached them. Accusations of unfit mothers. Social services knocked, prompted by an anonymous tip. The investigation cleared them, but the stress mounted. Jordan's work suffered. Amelia's teaching job at the local high school became a minefield of gossip. One night after Mia's bedtime story, Jordan confessed, I'm scared we'll lose her. Amelia held her close. We won't. We're fighters. Their bond deepened amid the chaos. Stolen moments of passion, not explicit but profound. Forehead kisses turning to lingering embraces, whispered affirmations in the dark. Love as armor. Then came the court date. Evelyn pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor, sentenced to community service and counseling. In the hallway she approached. Can I see Mia again? Supervised. Amelia hesitated, glancing at Jordan, who nodded subtly. Maybe. One day. It was a tentative bridge, built on pain but pointing toward hope. Winter descended on Oak Park like a heavy blanket, snow muffling the world outside while tensions simmered within. Amelia and Jordan navigated the aftermath with cautious steps. Their home a sanctuary amid the storm. Mia, resilient as toddlers are, bounced back fully, her cries now joyful squeals as she toddled through the living room, chasing the family cat. But Evelyn's actions had rippled outward. Amelia's extended family, aunts, uncles from the Midwest, divided. Some sided with Evelyn, sending letters laced with Bible verses about traditional values. Others, like cousin Sarah in California, called with support. Love is love, Amelia. Screw the haters. Jordan's side, though distant, sent care packages, spicy tamales and encouraging notes. The couple leaned on each other more than ever. Jordan's art took a therapeutic turn. She painted vibrant abstracts of intertwined figures, symbolizing unity. Amelia graded papers late into the night, finding solace in shaping young minds. Their date nights became lifelines, simple walks in the snow, hands clasped, breaths mingling in the cold air. One evening, as flurries danced outside, Jordan surprised Amelia with tickets to a Broadway show in Chicago. We need this, she said, eyes twinkling. The night was magical. Laughter, music, a stolen kiss in the theater lobby. On the drive home, Amelia said, You make everything better. Jordan smiled. Ditto, babe. Yet betrayal's scar itched. Amelia dreamed of Evelyn's face, twisted in judgment. Therapy helped unpack it, sessions where Amelia voiced the hurt. She was supposed to protect us. The therapist nodded. Forgiveness is for you, not her. Jordan attended some sessions, sharing her fears. I worry Amelia will choose blood over us. Amelia reassured her. You're my blood now. Spring thawed the ice, bringing tentative reconciliation. Evelyn completed her counseling, attending a PFLAG meeting, parents, families, and friends of lesbians and gays. She emailed Amelia. I learned a lot. Can we talk? They met at a park, Mia playing on swings nearby. Evelyn watched her granddaughter with longing. She's beautiful. Like you. Amelia nodded warily. Why now, Mom? Evelyn sighed. Losing your father made me cling to rules. But rules aren't love. I see that. Tears welled. Jordan's good for you. I was blind. Jordan pushing Mia's swing. Overheard and joined. Prove it, she said gently. Evelyn nodded. I will. Small steps followed. Supervised visits where Evelyn read stories, avoiding preachiness. Mia warmed to her, and Amelia saw glimmers of the mother she remembered. But drama lurked. An old friend of Evelyn's, Mrs. Hargrove from church, spread rumors online, accusing Amelia and Jordan of indoctrinating Mia. It went viral in local forums, drawing trolls. Jordan's inbox filled with hate mail. Amelia's school received complaints. The couple fought back. They spoke at a community town hall, hands linked. Our family is real, Amelia declared. Love doesn't discriminate. Applause mixed with boos, but support grew, petitions, allies marching with them at Pride. Amid the fight, their romance reignited. Picnics in the park, slow dances in the kitchen. Moments that reminded them why they chose each other. You're my anchor, Amelia whispered one night. Jordan replied, and you're my sail. High drama peaked when Evelyn confronted Mrs. Hargrove at church. Stop this nonsense, she demanded publicly. My daughter's family is as valid as any. The congregation murmured. Some left, others applauded. Evelyn called Amelia afterward. I meant it. The act shifted everything. Trust rebuilt brick by brick. Summer brought barbecues where Evelyn grilled veggies, chatting with Jordan about art. Mia called her Gamma. Melting hearts. Yet internal conflicts arose. Amelia grappled with resentment. Jordan with insecurity. One argument escalated. You let her back too easily. Jordan yelled. Amelia countered. She's trying. They reconciled in tears, love prevailing. As fall returned, marking a year since the incident, they gathered for Mia's birthday. Evelyn gifted a photo album, pictures of Amelia as a baby, interspersed with new ones of their family. This is us, she said. All of us. Tears flowed. Forgiveness wasn't erasure, but a choice to move forward. In quiet moments, Amelia and Jordan reflected. We survived, Jordan said. Stronger. Amelia agreed. Because of you. Their story became one of resilience. Shared at support groups, inspiring others. Love in all its forms triumphed. The cycle of seasons mirrored their journey, each bringing new challenges and deeper bonds. By the following winter, Evelyn had become a fixture, albeit cautiously. She volunteered at the LGBTQ Center, educating seniors on acceptance. I'm making amends, she told Amelia over coffee. Amelia smiled. I'm proud. Jordan's career soared. A gallery show featured her pieces on queer families, drawing crowds. Amelia's students wrote essays on diversity, inspired by her openness. Mia thrived, her vocabulary exploding with words like love and family. But life threw curves. Jordan's health scare, a lump discovered during a routine check, sent them spiraling. Biopsy waits were agonizing. Amelia held her through nights of fear. I can't lose you, Jordan joked weakly. You won't. I'm too stubborn. Benign results brought relief, but vulnerability lingered. They renewed vows privately, on a snowy hill overlooking the city. In sickness and health, Amelia promised. Jordan echoed. Forever. Spring bloomed with possibility. Evelyn moved closer, into a senior community nearby. Visits increased. She baked with Mia, teaching old recipes. One day she pulled Jordan aside. Thank you for loving my girl. Jordan hugged her. She's our girl. Conflicts weren't gone. A family reunion in Wisconsin tested waters. Relatives stared, whispered. But Evelyn defended. This is my family. Accept or leave. Some warmed. Others distanced. Amelia felt liberated. Summer vacations took them to the coasts, San Francisco, where they walked hand in hand through Castro, Mia in a stroller. This is freedom, Jordan said. Amelia nodded, heart full. Yet, a deeper betrayal emerged. Digging through old letters for a scrapbook, Amelia found correspondence between Evelyn and a conversion therapy group, dated years ago. Plans to help Amelia. Confrontation was raw. You considered that? Amelia cried. Evelyn broke down. I was desperate. But I never followed through. I'm ashamed. Jordan mediated. Actions now matter. Forgiveness came slowly, therapy aiding. As autumn leaves turned, they hosted Thanksgiving. Table laden with turkey and tamales, blending traditions. Toasts rang out. To love, resilience, family redefined. Mia's laughter unified them. Watching her play, Amelia whispered to Jordan, "We did this." Jordan kissed her. Together. The year closed with hope, imperfect but real. Years unfolded like chapters in a well-worn book, each page etched with triumphs and trials. By Mia's 5th birthday, the family had solidified. Amelia and Jordan married legally in a small ceremony, Evelyn as witness, beaming through tears. "I'm so happy for you," she said, hugging them both. Life in Oak Park hummed with normalcy. School runs, art classes, weekend hikes. Jordan's gallery success funded a bigger home. Amelia published a memoir on queer parenting, touching lives. Evelyn's health declined with age, arthritis, forgetfulness. They cared for her, roles reversing. "You've taught me grace," Amelia said during a doctor's visit. Evelyn smiled. "You taught me love." Conflicts faded, replaced by understanding. At pride parades, Evelyn waved rainbow flags, Mia on her shoulders. "Gamma's cool," Mia declared. But the past echoed in quiet moments. Jordan sometimes withdrew, old wounds resurfacing. Amelia reassured. "We're unbreakable." Their love evolved deeper, more nuanced, a tapestry of shared dreams. One crisp fall day, Evelyn passed peacefully in her sleep. "Her will left everything to my daughters and granddaughter." A final affirmation. Grief bonded them. At the funeral, Amelia eulogized. "She stumbled but rose. That's humanity." In the aftermath, they traveled New York, where their story began anew. Mia, now inquisitive, asked about love. "It's choosing kindness every day," Jordan explained. As they stood on Brooklyn Bridge, wind whipping hair, Amelia turned to Jordan. "Thank you for being my story." Jordan kissed her. "Ours is just beginning." Their tale, dramatic, emotional, romantic, humane, whispered of hope. Families forged in fire, love conquering betrayal. In America's heart they thrived, a beacon for others. The end came not in tragedy but quiet victory. A life richly lived, hearts entwined forever.